Good evening. I am going to be making basically a 5-ingredient chili using Tupperware products. The first thing I'm going to do is chop my onion up. Because it's a small onion, I don't like a lot of onions, I'm actually going to put it in our small chopping pot. This has a big brother to it per se. But all you're going to do is put the lid on. Give it some pulls. Do this up here so the camera's out, of course. We do it while holding it. So a few pulls, and onions are chopped and minced. Now I did grind my own hamburger meat from Ground Chuck because the ingredients that are allowed to go into pre-ground meat would make your head spin. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to let you Google it because it's very important to make sure you are eating healthy. So here's my Ground Chuck that I ground up using the Tupperware meat grinder. So super easy to use. It grinds all your meat. You can grind chicken, turkey, even zucchini, vegetables, onions to put into the hamburger or the meat that you're grinding. So I'm just going to dump that into the Tupperware pressure cooker. And this goes in the microwave, so we're going to have chili in about 20 minutes. So now I'm just going to add my onions. Now I prefer to use things a little bit different, but I get a little resistance in my household. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black beans that I've already rinsed and drained and just dump them in. Also, a can of kidney beans. Oops, I guess it helps if I turn them the right way. I prefer the low sodium variety. We're not big salt eaters in our house, so the less you can cut out, the better. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do a can of tomato paste. Now, this is a Tupperware can opener, and the thing I like about this is that it leaves no sharp edges. And I am actually very used to using this, and the reason being is that at Thanksgiving, when I was helping make Thanksgiving dinner, I cut my hand on a regular can opener. But as you can see, no sharp edges. I can run my hand all the way around it. Sometimes when you're using things like tomato paste, you really only need a little bit. You can actually pop that seal back on. So we're just going to add that to our chili. Great thing about the Tupperware spatula is that it gets in and it gets everything out. This is the small one. The big one I use for everything. It's heat resistant up to 425 degrees. It will not melt the handle or the spatula. So it is a great help in the kitchen. I use the big one on just about everything. That one was for cakes. This is the one I use almost daily. Alright. So next thing I'm going to do is, because I have a boyfriend who does not like regular chili seasoning, he likes the packets, is dump in my chili seasoning packet. I'm going to use the tomato paste can for water. I'm using my big spatula. Kind of stir it all up. When you're using the microwave pressure cooker, you want to make sure everything is covered by liquid. It is encased in aluminum, or it's got an aluminum inside encased by a plastic outside. This keeps the microwaves bouncing off, allowing the food to cook and build pressure. There's also 6 safety features in this pressure cooker. The first one being the inner seal. If too much pressure builds, this will collapse inside of itself. The next one is going to be this little star shape, as it looks like the top of a bottle. This is going to relieve extra steam as necessary. If too much pressure builds up, this lock lid is going to pop open to relieve pressure. This is your indicator valve. You'll know it's ready when this builds up and then drops back down. Do not open it until that yellow indicator is down. Otherwise, you will have a big fat mess. So to seal this up, all we're going to do is line the arrows on the handles like so, twist, and lock. So what I'm going to do now is put that in the microwave for 20 minutes, and I will